Ended up being free after that last race, and we're good to go. So our runners are off, and you notice YoshiKyon buying a hammer and going into the menu, setting certain configuration settings to a specific manner, and then using that hammer to do the equipment glitch to create Knight's Armors. And those Knight's Armors are going to give us the best defensive rating we can have right now, so that way only 1 damage is taken from attacks. Couch did miss menu, unfortunately, but I think Couch will be able to bring it back. So there are guards blocking the exit to Cornelia, and these guards allow you to go talk to the king, so that way you can go rescue Sarah from Garland and be able to progress with the story. So now it's going to be the question of how many encounters do these runners get before they make it to the Chaos Shrine? And Yoshi already encountering a wolf. Wolf encounters are not fun. And already seeing one of 3 different kinds of encounters. A preemptive strike, which guarantees that our runners will be able to run. Ambushes, the monsters will be able to attack first. Preemptives, of course, giving the runner's party the opportunity to attack first. And then there are encounters with no text, and those encounters, it's based upon how the encounter rolls. Now, Yoshi picking up a leather cap, and this leather cap is used to create judgment staves using the equipment glitch, and the judgment staff is an item that can be used to cast flare. And flare is by far one of the most powerful spells in the game. Couch getting a preemptive against a very nasty encounter pack, picking up his leather cap as well, and going to go through with the equipment glitch. Now, the equipment glitch takes the ID of the previous piece of equipment and swaps that over to whatever the ID of the piece you're trying to equip is. So in the case of the leather cap, its weapon ID is that of the judgment staff, and it creates the judgment staff that you can equip in the weapon slot. Now with the hammer, its item ID as an armor piece is the knight's armor, and that's why you see knight's armors just being made from a hammer. Yoshi gets a pretty good Garland fight. Couch getting to Garland just a little bit later than Yoshi did, but should have a pretty good Garland fight overall. Four attacks on Garland. Not bad. You can defeat Garland in 3 attacks, but you have to roll very, very nicely on damage. Yoshi getting the loot. If you try to leave the throne room before getting the loot, Sarah will be like, hey, wait a second. And then she'll talk to you and give you the loot. So on exiting Canaria Castle, you get stopped and get to watch this awesome little cutscene of these workers just go into town on building this bridge, trying to build it as quick as they can. And now it will be the ever so fun walk to Provoca after the cutscene of crossing the bridge, which is skippable in this version. In some of the previous versions of this game, this cutscene was not skippable, but due to some specifics that honestly I cannot remember off the top of my head, this cutscene is skippable, as well as the cutscene with the canal and the airship. So Yoshi on their way to Provoca, getting a fun little encounter with many wolves and goblins. And Couch just leaving Canalia Castle, heading to that bridge to skip the cutscene himself. Yoshi having a pretty good walk to Provoca so far. Ooh, 2 encounter walk to Provoca. That is a very, very nice walk. Opting to do the item shopping first. Forgetting to sell off the knight's armor. But quickly fixes that. Couch, unfortunately, getting a 6-wolf encounter, but is able to run away from that relatively quickly. And Yoshi engages the pirates at Bicky, throws out a Judgment Staff cast, which is going to instantly defeat all 9 of these pirates, and that will allow Yoshi to then get the ship from Bicky. Meanwhile, Couch getting quite a few encounters and an ambush from a 9-pack on the way to Provoca. This will waste a little bit of time. So that'll allow Yoshi's lead to extend even further than what it's currently at. And Yoshi getting a Sahagan encounter, which is not an encounter you really want to see without any of the agility buffing gear, but you can run away from them. So Couch opting to go ahead and take on the pirates first and then go do the item shopping. What happens if you take the pirates on first and then go do the item shopping is there's an extra NPC that comes up after the pirates are defeated, and that NPC can get in your way while you're walking to the shop. So there is a slight possibility that more time might be wasted there. Yoshi ducking into Elfland Castle and then ducking back out just to reset the encounter rate for the walk to Marsh Cave. Fortunately, Couch did not get blocked by that NPC and is now in shopping mode. And Yoshi just about to that glorious Marsh Cave. Hopefully, we'll see a very low number, if not no encounters throughout the entire Marsh Cave itself. So Couch finally making it onto the sea, got all the shopping done, and now he's just on his way to Elfland. Ooh, Couch getting a fun-looking encounter. And Yoshi already 2 encounters in on Marsh Cave. And has a beautiful, beautiful crawler in this encounter. 8 hits with stun touch. A nasty encounter. Couch opting to use the Judgment Staff on this sea encounter. Going to get a little bit of extra EXP, which may come in handy if Couch ends up getting a low amount of Pisca Demons coming up in Marsh Cave. Sunglass. To put it very simply, the RNG makes this total chaos. Yoshi getting a very nice amount of Pisca Demons on the trap tile before the crown chest. 3 Pisca Demons is something we definitely want to see in this run. And Yoshi getting a sub 10 crown. Very nice, very nice. So Couch on his way to Marsh Cave, finding more wolves. Yoshi on their way out of Ice Cave. Or Ice Cave, Marsh Cave. Pardon me. I'm getting ahead of myself. That's right, we somehow warped from Marsh Cave to Ice Cave. Don't ask me how. It was done in my head. There we go. And Yoshi getting a very nice run out of Marsh Cave. And here before too long, we may see a high five. But right now, both of these runners and encounters with some very fun wolves. Commentator magic is powerful. And hopefully, I don't curse either of these runners by, causing them to get a Warmac. So Yoshi heading to the Northwest Castle to go fight Astos and Couch. Just entering Marsh Cave to go grab that beautiful crown. It's never too early to start Warmac hype. So Yoshi making it into Northwest Castle, talking to the king on the throne there, who's just like, "You fools!" Ooh, Couch getting 2 Piscademons. Good thing he took an extra encounter. Unfortunately, Yoshi getting both of the Judgment Staff casts to kill Astos, wasting just a little bit of time instead of being able to take Astos down with 1 Judgment Staff and 2 melee hits. And Couch getting poisoned by these werewolves, but able to make it out. Astos was definitely a jerk there. So Yoshi running from Northwest Castle, heading towards Elfland to more than likely buy Fira and Thundara. Getting an ambush followed by a preemptive. That's always nice. If we really wanted to be mean, we could wish for every 1 in 64 on these runners. Then we'd really be going for Bless RNG. So Couch making it out of Marsh Cave, no problem. Yoshi into Elfland to buy Fira, Thundara, and more than likely some gold needles. Anytime, Tokahiro. Now that life has slowed down a bit, you all will hear me on the mic a little more often. So Yoshi buying 11 gold needles. Those will more than likely come in handy if Yoshi happens to run into any cockatrices. I wouldn't know anything about that. And Couch making it to Astos. About to take Astos down, give him a taste of his own medicine. Now, if you take a good look at the Astos sprite and compare it to the Dark Elf sprite from Final Fantasy IV, they're pretty darn similar. Couch getting Death cast on the Thief. So this will still allow the mages to reach level 8, but it's definitely not the optimal scenario. And Yoshi just carrying away with this lead. It definitely was a one-round fight. Couch getting the Crystal Eye while Yoshi's turning in the Crystal Eye to Matoya to get that Jolt Tonic. As I have to correct myself and not call it the herb. I swear I haven't been playing NES. So now with that Jolt Tonic, Yoshi's going to be able to run back to Elfland Castle, rouse the prince from the deep magical sleep, and get that mystic key. And the brooms did try to block Yoshi there. Those brooms trying to sweep people away. Couch, unfortunately, getting all the wolf encounters. Oh, I'll call Marilith carry all the time. If you happen to tune into the race I had earlier with Xance, I actually called Marilith carry. So Yoshi turned in the Jolt Tonic, got the Mystic Key, and is going to exit Elfland Castle and just go right back in because there are 2 items that are needed for this route. Those would be the Mithril Hammer and the Bronze Gloves. With the Mithril Hammer, this will allow Thieves' Armlets to be made. And with the Bronze Glove, that will allow Sage's Staves to be made. Carrylith, I like that, Forsyth. So now with the Mystic Key in hand, Yoshi will end up heading towards Cornelia Castle because there are locked rooms in the back of Cornelia Castle that will get the Nitro Powder, which is used to make TNT to open up the canal to go to Melman, so that way we can actually start the real game. And I wonder if we'll see 15 puzzle from Yoshi. Couch just getting the Jolt Tonic from Matoya. Having to make that run back now to Elfland Castle. While Yoshi getting that Nitro Powder to make some TNT. It's dynamite. And I just realized no matter how Yoshi's mages are in formation, they still make a sentence. Yeah, Carrie being a snake was interesting. Yeah, I don't think Yoshi will do the puzzle. Oh. Couch ducking into Elfland instead of Elfland Castle. And Yoshi making it to Mount Dirger to turn in that Nitro Powder to Narek. Toku, I'm with you on that one. A lot of people I've talked to didn't realize that Tiamat was a she until I looked at them and went, you know, she's the goddess of dragons, right? The evil goddess of dragons at that. So Couch making a bunch of thieves' armlets and soon to be making Sage's staves as well. Lefts on equipment glitches. They're evil. You're not wrong there, Sunglass. So Yoshi gave Narek that nitro powder that was then turned into TNT and then used to blow open the canal. Yes, Sunglass. The original sprites for the Evil Eye and Bloody Eye were beholders. So Couch finished up with all the equipment glitches, heading to Canaria Castle, while Yoshi goes into Melman, sells off all 4 of those knight's armors, and buys a pair of steel gloves. And these steel gloves are going to be very useful because they create the Barbarian Sword, the strongest sword in the game. And that Barbarian Sword is going to be the sword that's used for the rest of the game. Not only does it give a high attack value, but it also gives a strength bonus. So the equipment glitch is 2 inputs done on the same frame. In this case, L and X or R and X, in order to switch item IDs over between armor and weaponry. In the case of the steel gloves, the item ID, whenever you switch it to a weapon item ID, corresponds to that of the Barbarian Sword. And at the beginning of the run, the weapon ID for the hammer corresponds to the armor ID of Knight's Armor, or Steel Armor, if you prefer the NES version of it. So Yoshi is heading through Earth Cave, having a really, really nice looking Earth Cave so far. While Couch makes it into Mount Dirger to go talk to Narek, give him the nitro powder, blast open that canal via some TNT, and be into that beautiful, beautiful Earth Cave as well. But Yoshi getting a pretty nasty looking ambush with 4 werewolves and 3 wargwolves. Werewolves being the nastiest part of this ambush since they do have poison touch. But Yoshi didn't even have to worry about that poison touch showing itself. Now, Yoshi did safety save here on Basement 3 because of one thing specifically. You can encounter cockatrices here on Earth Cave Basement 3, and they have Stone Touch. So if you don't safety save and you get ambushed by cockatrices and they land Stone Touch on all 4 of your characters, that is a ripped run. So a safety save is highly, highly recommended in race situations. Thank you for the even further detailed explanation on that, poor Scythe. Because I knew I was forgetting a couple of things in there. So Couch makes it out of Mount Durgar as Yoshi is leaving Earth Cave. So we've got a pretty spread race here. And that's also why we have our cursor set to memory instead of the default position. And it also saves time on a few menus later. Which that does bring up a couple of things I forgot to mention at the start of the run. Whenever the runners did do their first menu, in their configuration settings, they set text speed to the fastest that it can be displayed, as well as changed run to where it's always on or dash, and then set the cursor to memory so that way whenever they go into a menu, the cursor's already at the right spot. Or whenever they go into battle, like Yoshi's got the 4 command cursors set to attack, attack, defend, defend, that will be remembered as well. So Couch going through the Barbarian Sword equips, while Yoshi talking to that giant, causing him to run, looking at him, just being like, there's your ruby. Now get out of here, giant. I need to get through. And the giant's like, okay. Yoshi in an ambush while Couch gets in a preemptive. So Yoshi's heading to Sarda's cave to get the Earth Rod, because without this Earth Rod, neither of the runners would be able to progress through Earth Cave. And Sarda having the Earth Rod will allow the runners to progress through Earth Cave and be able to defeat the first fiend of the run, who hopefully doesn't decide to go evil with RNG and Blizzard the runners multiple times. So Couch running to the mini boss that doesn't exist that Yoshi fought earlier. Well, at least in this version, doesn't exist. If you play some of the other versions, then yeah, that mini boss is a bit of a mini boss. Ooh, and Dark Touch being shown off by the shadows, something that I don't think was seen very often. Yeah, that is a key thing to keep in mind with the equipment glitch. Oh, Couch getting cockatrice encounter. Make it out of there, buddy. Ooh, Couch makes it out with only one character getting stoned, so that is the benefit of buying those gold needles. Oh no, another cockatrice encounter. The birds stayed with Couch. And Yoshi getting close to basement 3, getting ambushed by cobras, which also have poison touch. And I cannot blame Couch for taking a safety save there at all. Running into back-to-back cockatrice encounters would scare the crap out of me. But here's that mini-boss. It's really not a mini-boss. You know, that vampire dude just gets disrespected via barbarian sword. Ooh, ochre jelly. Now, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's one of the 1 in 64s. Oh, no. No, no. Not like this. Couch, no. Get away from the cockatrices. Oh, no. This could get ugly. This could get really ugly. Oh, Couch. Making it through. That's 3 cockatrice encounters already. And an unrunnable to boot. Did he run out of needles? Oh no, Couch. So lots of improvising is about to happen. This could get very scary very quickly. But Yoshi makes it through to the Lich floor. And very soon, we shall see our first fiend get killed. Yoshi not saving before talking to Lich. This is a little scary. Because if Lich opens up with Blizzara, that might be it. Oh no. Unless Yoshi did save and I didn't catch it. Yoshi saved on basement 4. Okay. Okay. My heart doesn't have to sink quite as much. Ooh, okay. I can breathe. So we've got Couch still running around with a petrified fighter. Thanks, John of the Rabbit. And I think Couch might be going back to Elfland. And Yoshi's making another save, just so that way a second run to Lich doesn't have to be had. Alright, Yoshi, take 2 against Lich. And Lich goes down. So, unfortunately, Couch has forfeit from the race. Couch GG's, you just got some very poor RNG on the cockatrices, and getting a bunch of encounters just made it nasty. But you can go buy gold needles in Elfland. But Yoshi makes it through Lich and has the first fiend down of the 4. So the next stop for Yoshi is going to be Crescent Lake in order to grab the canoe. And that canoe will then allow Yoshi to go to Ice Cave, which is going to be another nasty area, another area that I expect a safety save to be made in. And Couch pushing on forward like the champ I know he is. Heading to Elfland, grabbing those gold needles. Hopefully making life easier. Gonna restore that warrior back to his normal state. And Yoshi has landed at Crescent Lake. Gonna go grab that canoe from the Circle of Sages. And there is a story trigger that if you haven't defeated Lich when you go to the Circle of Sages to go grab the canoe, the Sages will not give you the canoe. So you have to defeat Lich in order to get the canoe. Now, if you've played this casually, then you probably went to fight Marilith or Carrie next. Well, that will be done in this run, but not for a little while. Holy, if he didn't bring the warrior out of stone, it would make the Lich fight a lot more risky. Because you would have to hope that Lich attacks instead of casts Blizzara, and then that the attack doesn't paralyze the thief. So that way everything is good. Yoshi using the Mithril Gloves and Mithril Axe to make Black Garbs and Lust Daggers. Yeah, and it is a massive amount of damage that's missing. Yoshi getting the canoe from the Circle of Sages. And the sage that is in the blue garb is actually Lucan, who created the prophecy of the Warriors of Light arriving. Holy, I don't believe that Lich can be beaten in one round, even with the J-Staves in tow. I don't think the damage output from the staves would be high enough, even with Flare being cast. Yeah, definitely hoping that Lich does not Blizzara. So, Couch has fed that giant the ruby and is now going to be able to get to Sarda so that way he can grab the rod, while Yoshi is just outside of Ice Cave, going through the canal after getting the canoe. Or not canal, the river, shall I say. and gets an encounter just outside of Ice Cave. So Cavern of Ice is another fairly scary area, since there are dark wizards here that can cast Firaga. That will instantly kill the party. There are the ice dragons, and they've got Ice Storm, which does a lot of damage as well. And then Frost Wolves, which have Ice Storm, doesn't deal very much damage from them. I think it's under a different name. I can't remember. But Couch gets the Earth Rod, and Yoshi is about to hit the cracked floor tiles and drop down to Ice Basement 3, which is where the Dark Wizards can be encountered more frequently. So Couch got the Earth Rod from Sarda, and Yoshi's got a full undead pack there. That's some beautiful EXP from a Fira cast. Now, one thing to note is that the spiked ice tiles are damage tiles, but walking on those tiles means that Yoshi will not have any encounters come up. So that can be used to Yoshi's advantage to advance further in floors without taking quite as many encounters. Oh yeah, Couch does have a Gillies Black Mage. I didn't even notice that until now. Uh-oh. That's why I always go with the names Domatus, Ilya, and Zoke when I can't think of anything. Ooh, Yoshi getting one of the unrunnables that resides here in the Ice Cave, the Piscademons. I remember that Black Mage, poor Scythe. So now Yoshi is in front of the floater at that point of grinding away on this evil eye. Getting gaze after gaze after gaze after gaze. Oh my gosh. More gazes. Evil Eye's just trying to equal out the run. Oh my gosh! 6 gazes. 7 gazes. And he can grind! Holy cow! That was atrocious. First try every time. Well. Oh. Okay, Couch making it through Earth Cave. Couch getting some ochre jellies in this Earth Cave. coming up to Lich while Yoshi is just grinding away on this evil eye. Oh, man. That evil eye was just rough for the thief. Alrighty, so Couch engaging Lich while Yoshi is grinding. Of course, Couch gets the Blizzara opening. So the goal is to grind to level 18 on both of the mages. And by getting to level 18 on both of the mages, it theoretically means you should be able to hit 19 by the time you finish Mount Gold. And hitting 19 is a very nice spot for levels. This is a nasty encounter for Yoshi. Yes, still 18 if you do Merilith first. Because after this, Yoshi will be going to Castle Ordeals. Yes, Holy. Because after this, Yoshi will go to Castle Ordeals and then grab the Clash Change, the Oxale, and then heading to Merilith. I was going to say about 700, so thank you for that, Forsyth. Couch makes it through Lich. So, Couch's run is now able to continue. You can get to level 19 before killing Merilith, but optimally, you want to hit 19 on killing Merilith. So with the canoe and the floater in tow on Yoshi's side, Yoshi's going to go to the Ryukon Desert and awaken the airship from the Ryukon Desert itself. And there I go with NES names. Levistone. It's a floating stone. Yeah, because then you would have to grind for level 19, and that takes a while. Not to mention, you don't want to go into the Sunken Shrine without teleport. Then you have to worry about all the encounters. TNT, I absolutely agree with you. I mean, it's not like I run the NES rando. So Couch making it to Crescent Lake to get that canoe and then head to Ice Cave. I mean, Toku, isn't that the same for GBA, though? I definitely did Sunglass. I did do laps around the world map. Nitro Powder is a faker, because the true item is TNT. So Couch running to grab the Mithril Gloves and the Mithril Axe. So that way the equipment glitch can be done to equip Black Garbs as well as the Lust Daggers onto some of the characters. Black Garbs going on every character except for the fighter. You're not wrong there, Toku. You're not wrong there at all. So Yoshi is inside of Castle Ordeals, going through the Pillar Maze, which is the same solution every single time. Whereas if some of you are used to seeing the NES randomizer, this maze can be shuffled. You are absolutely correct, Rection, in assuming that Yoshi is in the lead. Yoshi has a pretty substantial lead right now. Not a problem. So Couch talking to Lucan and then getting the canoe. And Yoshi gets the healing staff, which is a great weapon because that becomes the Lordly Robes whenever the equipment glitch is used. And the Lordly Robes are great since they boost intelligence, meaning that spell power gets boosted overall. Unlike some of the other iterations of the game, the spells don't have fixed damage values. The NES version and the PlayStation version specifically have the fixed damage values. I'm not sure about the WonderSwan version. But in the GBA and PSP iterations, the damage values of the spells will fluctuate based on your intelligence itself, as well as the healing values for the restorative spells. That's why whenever you see a completed run of this, we're casting Hilara while fighting Chaos. Yeah, very, very, very poor luck from Couch's side on that. But Yoshi getting that rat's tail and fighting off some dragon zombies. And with that, hitting level 19 on both of the mages, getting access to the level 5 spells, meaning Yoshi will be able to learn both Teleport and Hilara. Couch taking a safety save in Ice Cave. Can't blame him at all. Because Ice Cave is one of the areas. Thief is level 14, I believe, Toku. It might hit 15 during Golg. Ooh, Couch getting ambushed by specters. And Yoshi heading to my favorite location in the game, the Dragon Caves, to go talk to King Bahamut. So that way, the class change can be done. Though that reason is not why it's my favorite location in the game. The Cardia Islands hold what is my favorite extra dungeon in the game, the Hellfire Chasm. And in the PSP version of the game, as well as the GBA version, there are extra dungeons added. The GBA has Earthgift Shrine, Hellfire Chasm, Lifespring Grotto, and Whisperwind Cove. But the PSP version adds one extra dungeon, and that is the Labyrinth of Time. Couch running down some HP on these damage tiles. And the reason that this area is my favorite in the game is because of the Hellfire Chasm. That is my favorite extra dungeon in both the GBA and PSP versions of this game. I absolutely agree, Forsyth, especially when you can encounter multiple war mechs in the Labyrinth of Time. So Yoshi making it to the caravan, buying the bottle, and 11 Giant's Tonics. The Giant's Tonics may not be needed, but that depends upon the HP growth of both the Black Wizard and the Ninja now. Which, that Black Wizard has a lot of HP. That's 222 at level 19. Yeah, 220 HP at level 19. Couch gets turn 1 Thundara, doesn't have to sit through that agonizing wait that Yoshi had to sit through. And Couch is just getting hosed on HP growth right now. While Yoshi releases a tiny fairy from her bottle and obtains the Oxy Ale. It is the Curse of Gillies. That name is just not a good name. Oh, 142. Okay, that's a little bit better. I'd probably say the Curse of Gillies. So Yoshi makes it into Mount Gulg or Gurgu Volcano, depending upon what you wish to call it. And it is possible to get through here with no encounters, if I remember correctly, but more often than not, you're going to see 1 or 2 encounters. Seeing 0 encounters is it's definitely very rare, but a sight to behold nonetheless. Couch getting both of the mages to level 18 and picking up that Levistone or Floater, while Yoshi gets the preemptive on this Hellhound, and I love that. Nah, don't worry about Dan. He's just taste testing. I mean, in that case, though, in Ice Cave, wouldn't his tongue just be stuck to the floor? Ooh, Yoshi got a Fire Gigas. That's true, poor Scythe. Ooh, Yoshi running out of potions. So unfortunately, Couch getting ambushed by all of these wolves. That's going to take a little bit of time. While Yoshi is taking on the beautiful Carrie. She is my favorite fiend in the game, and she just goes down to 2 slashes. Just like that. And with that, Yoshi has the Crystal of Fire lit and has everything required to go light the Crystal of Water. But there are going to be a couple of pit stops made while heading to Onrak. And those 2 pit stops are to get spells. Those spells are Haste, Blizzara, Teleport, and Healara. Healara will show so much value throughout the run, or throughout the rest of the run, the remaining probably about half hour, 35 minutes. Haste will be used against Chaos. Blizzara for unrunnables, if any are encountered, and Teleport just for fast exiting. Unfortunately, Yoshi did not get level 15 on that ninja, so no haste, no double haste strats for him. And Couch is on his way to Castle Ordeals, going to get that rat's tail, and then head straight over to the King Bahamut. Yoshi's gotten all the spell shopping done and is now heading towards Onrak to go save the mermaids and dive directly into that beautiful sea shrine. Getting an unrunnable on the world map. And this is one of the areas that you can encounter unrunnable encounters on the world map itself. There are a couple of them that are here, and then on the way to Lefania or Lefane, there's one unrunnable that you can run into. So an unrunnable encounter is an encounter that no matter how many times you attempt to run, you'll never be able to run from. And in the case of the encounter that YoshiKyon got, the Ice Gigas causes the encounter to be unrunnable in and of itself. We'll actually know this based on the formation of the enemies itself. Sometimes we will be holding down L and R to run and try running away from it. In the case of this encounter, it has a water elemental, but because there's a water naga accompanying it, it is runnable. It's just a low chance to run. And Super Brotendo, my guess would be that the giants are floating. So Couch trying to run away from that nightmare. Well, Yoshi, I do believe Yoshi is going for the 4th floor light axe instead of the 2nd floor light axe. And getting the unrunnable water elementals in doing so. Ooh, and ghosts. And Couch getting ambushed by Medusae, and they have Stone Gaze. So this encounter can get really scary really fast. Yoshi picking up the light axe, which can be used to create survival vests, and then getting ambushed by sea snakes, while Couch gets the rat's tail and is able to change classes. And Yoshi has seen every unrunnable in Sea Shrine now. The Sahagan Prince with Sahagan Chiefs, the Water Elementals, and the Ghosts. And there's a repeat of the Sahagan Prince and Chiefs. Couch making it through the zombie dragons no problem. Having to take another encounter, though, because those mages did not hit level 19. I imagine Couch wants to hit level 19 before leaving Castle Ordeals, just to be safe. So Yoshi going up to the mermaid floor, getting the Rosetta Stone, otherwise known as the slab in the NES version. Healing up. And then ethering the mages. And is opting to go ahead and do equipment glitch now. So this equipment glitch is going to have a lot of stuff done in it. Couch got 2 dragon zombies on the first encounter, but didn't get enough EXP from the 2 in order to hit 19. Hello, Sandworm. How are you doing? Thanks for the earthquake. Sorry, I had to stop mid-sentence because Sandworm ambush. And that is why sandworms are scary. They have earthquake. I mean, come on, Couch. We need some RNG for the rest of the tourney. I mean, I used up a lot of my bad RNG today. but geez, man. Yoshi having a pretty solid run through Sunken Shrine so far. And Couch getting the beautiful, beautiful class changes. Well, as soon as I say Yoshi's having a beautiful run through Sea Shrine, there are some ghosts coming up. Leave it to that beautiful commentator's curse. So now Couch is going to go get the bottle and then rescue the fairy to get the Oxeye Ale. Other than it just being a symbol of courage, no. Not that I know of, anyway. I mean, then again, this Final Fantasy has the best story ever. Do 2 giant fetch quests. You get the loot to go get the ship, to go get the crown, to go get the Jolt Tonic, to go get the Mystic Key, to then go get the TNT, to blast open the canal so that way you can access the rest of the world. And that's fetch quest number 1. That might be the case, Holy. And the second fetch quest is go kill all 4 fiends to restore the crystals to their natural state to stop the earth from slowly decomposing. To then go back 2,000 years into the past to then defeat chaos and restore everything to its natural order. It is an adequate story relative to other NES games. I absolutely agree. But if you play through this game looking for a story, then the only response this game has is, what story? I absolutely agree, Frank, big time. And that is true, Forsyth. I mean, we are speedrunners, though, so talking to NPCs takes too long. So Yoshi defeated that gorgeous royal squid, the Kraken. Made it through the Sea Shrine and is now heading up to the waterfall where I'm going to have 3 words of advice. Grab the cube. And Waterfall has, if I remember correctly, the highest encounter rate in the game. So Couch just running through Mount Gold, working on getting to Carrie, and Yoshi running through the waterfall, trying to get to that robot. So that way Yoshi can obtain that cube and then go translate the slab to learn how to speak Lefanian or Lefanish. Ooh, Couch. That was a little risky, seeing a couple of Hellhounds. Hellhounds have the ability to use Blaze. And yeah, they can kill the party. But Couch making it through Golg, getting to Carrie, ready to take her down. And that's a dead ninja. Okay, Yoshi remembering to grab the cube, unlike some other guy that ran earlier today. I don't know who that is. And now, the ribbon creation. So, whenever the equipment glitch is done on the ribbon then turns into a Gigantax. And that Gigantax can then be reverse glitched back into the ribbon. Holy, I've forgotten to buy teleport as well. Couch taking down Carrie, no problem. Removing her statue from the Hellfire Chasm. Now that one I can't say I've done, poor side. And getting the red dragon encounter just before leaving Mount Golg. The cube is probably worse to forget because you're going through a very high encounter area. At least in my opinion. Teleport, the only downsides you face is you can't warp out of Waterfall Cave. And you can't warp back 2 floors in Sunken Shrine. So Couch didn't hit level 15 either on the ninja, so no haste on the ninja for him. But Couch should be heading over to Melman to pick up Teleport and Healara, while Yoshi is heading towards Lefane. After talking to Dr. Un with the Rosetta Stone in hand, Dr. Un teaches the Lefanish language via hand gestures. Our characters are like, got it. And now the characters can speak Lefanish. And this is the unrunnable that I mentioned earlier on when Yoshi hit one on the way to Onrak. Minotaur zombies, while heading towards Lefane, are unrunnable. So far, Yoshi only getting one unrunnable on the way to Lefane. And Couch didn't get any on the way to Onrak, which is quite nice. So Yoshi getting the chime to head to Mirage Tower to then enter the Flying Fortress, where we will then be blessing RNG because we want to see that glorious, glorious Warmech. Couch just getting into the Sunken Shrine, which has one of my absolute favorite tracks in the game. I mean, he may have just given them the slab back. I've just been like, I don't need this piece of garbage anymore. Couch stopping for a moment to gather himself, remember where he was. And Yoshi has entered Mirage Tower. And this is where all the fun happens, because Mirage Tower can be really nice or it can be really, really unforgiving because you can get encounters for days here. Oh, hey, there's a 1 in 64. The blue dragon is unrunnable. Couch getting that glorious slab. That slab-o stone that then gets translated. While Yoshi is hitting Mirage Tower 3rd floor. So that 1 in 64 encounter that you saw on Mirage 2, yeah, that's actually the trap tile here. So now Yoshi is heading onto the Flying Fortress, the area of the last fiend. Tommy Uchiha, the way that they are leveling up is both of these runners took a grind in the Ice Cavern. And what they did a grind on in the Ice Cavern are these evil eyes that are on Yoshi's screen, which are also unrunnable. And grinding the Black Mage and the White Mage up in the Ice Cave is probably the most optimal spot to grind because you're getting a bunch of EXP per encounter. There's only one evil eye that shows up on the tile itself. And by using the equipment glitch to make specific gear to boost these characters' agilities, they're able to go first to keep the evil eye from doing anything such as its gaze or Thundara in order to wipe the party. So gaining that massive amount of EXP from killing the eyes allows the runners to run from every other encounter that is runnable. And Couch is doing the equipment glitch right now to throw all of these survival vests on his characters. All right, Bridge Destiny. Get your Bless RNGs out, but I don't think Yoshi's going to hit an encounter. So it is up to Couch to show us that gorgeous Warmack. Tiamat opening with Thunderbolt for Yoshi. And goodbye, Black Wizard. 285 damage. But Tiamat goes down with a swing for the ninja for 875. With that, our dear evil goddess of the dragons has gone down. Oh, poor Scythe. I will tell Kib. I will tell Kib exactly what you said. And the best part is you can't tell if I'm lying or not because you can't see my face right now. Though you should know what I'm going to do. Alright. So Yoshi has all 4 crystals lit. And is ethering the mages back up to full. Heading on out of the Flying Fortress. And now it is on to the Chaos Shrine, going back 2,000 years and entering the true Temple of Fiends. And if you had thought the run had already started, oh, this is where the run really begins. Because the Fiend refights are fun, but Chaos has the potential to wipe the party by just throwing out really, really nasty abilities. And depending upon the pattern that Yoshi gets, it's very possible to just have a wipe that is unstoppable. So Yoshi has entered the Chaos Shrine in the past. And Couch, watching Kraken's statue just go away and Lifespring Grotto open up. Now, the Chaos Shrine in the past has the most unrunnable encounters that the game has to offer. Green dragons, ice gigas, dragon zombies, earth elementals, fire elementals, water elementals, iron golems, which I think are mithril golems in this. And I can't remember what else off the top of my head because there are just so many of them. And Yoshi running into the green dragons, which is one of the elementals. Oh, Death Eye. Death Eye is one of the unrunnables. But, you know, Death Eye just goes down to a single swing of the Barbarian Sword. Couch running into all the encounters in the Waterfall Cave. Just having one heck of a time in there. It's a party in the Waterfall Cave every time. Whereas Yoshi has entered the descent of the Chaos Shrine in the past. And more than likely, you'll hear me refer to this as Topher just because it's a lot easier to say. Purple Worms, that's another unrunnable. Lots and lots of bad luck, Henry Canuck. Lots and lots of bad luck. Lack of gold needles because Couch didn't have quite enough gold needles. And then having to make a return trip to Elfland. So Yoshi is on the Lich floor of Topher. The only unrunnable that can be seen here are the Earth Elementals. And fortunately, no Earth Elementals to be seen. So Yoshi is saving and going up against Lich, which is a very, very wise thing to do because Lich can open up with Flare. But Lich plays ball for Yoshi. And no Flare. There is still the Great Equalizer. So now Yoshi has entered Carrie's floor, where the only unrunnable that can be seen here are the Fire Elementals. Thank you for elaborating on that, Henry Canuck, because I would not have done so. But, I mean, the Great Equalizer in this really is Chaos himself, because if Chaos throws a nasty pattern, then there's not much that can be done about that. And I think that Yoshi could go tonicless. It looks very likely that Yoshi's going to be able to go tonicless. Yeah, in this though, Kraken 2 and Tia 2 can't really do much of anything because you've already got 3 ribbons equipped. You've got extremely strong armor equipped. And you have some of the best weaponry in the game equipped. Ooh, Yoshi not being able to run away from this seafood pack. Couch making his way up to Lefane, while Yoshi is just running through the rest of Topher. Both Couch and Yoshi getting unrunnables. Yoshi getting the Water Elemental, which is the only unrunnable in the Kraken floor, and Couch getting the only unrunnable on this part of the world map, the Minotaur Zombies. And that definitely does make it much less difficult here, poor Scythe. So, Yoshi pulling Kraken 2. Kraken 2 just, punching for 8, nothing. And then throwing out some ink. Couch getting Minotaur Zombies again. Unfortunate encounter luck for Couch. Do you have 500% on that Kraken 2, Hangry? Because that sounds like a 500% Kraken. Yoshi opting to haste the ninja to get more damage out. Ooh. Yeah, that would do it. Scourge going out, missing everybody. And 14 hits, 16-10, a lot of damage out on Tia 2, and she gets her Thunderbolt out. And Couch getting NPC blocked. Oh no. And with that swing for 569, Tia 2 goes down. Yoshi only has one thing in the path to victory, and that is Chaos himself. Sub 130 is possible. It's very possible here. I don't think it'll happen, but it's possible. Couch making it through all of the encounters that LaFane has thrown at him just to run into a Beretta ambush. Yeah, Toki's absolutely right. Yoshi would need very minimal elemental skills. But I do believe that Yoshi is able to go tonicless. I highly doubt this being sub 130 as well. But Couch looks like he got ambushed by some Hellhounds. Yoshi taking on Chaos. Getting haste off on the ninja. Unfortunately, there was no haste available for the ninja. Going to be entering that hold X to win state very quickly. Knight getting a crit. Ninja hitting for 1687. And there goes Blaze. So after this round and the Black Wizard has haste, it's going to be hold X to win. 1534 from the Knight, 2000 from the Ninja. Very beautiful hit from the Ninja. There's Tsunami. Haste going out on the Black Wizard. And now, with that, after Yoshi moves the Black Wizard's command up to attack, it is hold X to win. 1856 from the Ninja, 1301 from the Knight. Slow rug going out onto the Black Wizard, and it connects. But fortunately, not an elemental skill. 14 for 2109. 10 hits for 1300. I do believe Yoshi just slightly misses that 130 mark, but with that hit for 1895, that definitely speeds things up a bit. getting that chip damage from the Black Wizard. And this should be the killing blow. There it is. Get your GGs out for YoshiKyon. Official SRL time of 1 hour, 30 minutes, 17 seconds. A very solid time from Yoshi. And Yoshi did PB in this race by 6.6 seconds. Couch at the Bridge of Destiny. Let's get Warmech. Let's get a Warmech on Couch's side. Come on. We have one more opportunity to go to Warmech after the Tiamat fight. So Couch has made it through Tiamat 1 and is now ready to light that crystal of air and then head on.
Sorry, I couldn't hear his thing until now. Hello, hello? Can I actually hear now?
And I am joined by YoshiKyon. 1 second, Yoshi. I completely forgot my headset was off.
Fair, I had the same issue.
So, GG's, congrats on the PB as well.
Yeah, thanks. I wasn't expecting it going through. I was comparing to my average, and for like half the run I was behind my average splits. And then I just had the best Chaos Shrine I have ever seen, by far.
Yeah, your Chaos Shrine was absolutely gorgeous.
I was 2 minutes 20 behind my PB after Tiamat, and I finished 7 seconds ahead.
Yeah, that you had hardly any unrunnables in that Chaos Shrine, and that definitely allowed things to shine for this PB.
Jeez, I'm glad I got that one after the race earlier, I've got to say that much.
Yeah, I was about to say, how do you feel with this one compared to that earlier race? But I imagine you're overjoyed right now.
Yeah, I feel like it sums up like what FF1 is like as a speed game. The run earlier, I think I had 50 encounters before I got to Matoya. I know I got 5 between Astos and Elfheim in the earlier race. And that was like the lowest I got going from place to place. And then in this one, it was just, I mean, other than the death at Lich, I don't think I could have asked for much more.
Yeah, the death at Lich, I may have commentators curse that one a little bit. But even still, it wasn't a strong enough commentator's curse to keep you from getting an extremely solid time.
Yeah, it was like... It was a weird one with Lich as well, because I'd saved earlier in the Chaos Shrine. Oh, not Chaos Shrine, in Earth Cave. Because I'd got ambushed by Cockatrice and panicked. And I was just like, okay, I need to heal anyway, I might as well save while I'm in this menu. And then, of course, I died to Lich and had to go through like a floor and a half again, so... that wasn't great, but... that's the only thing I can really complain about. Like, everything else there was pretty much perfect. And that Chaos Shrine, I'm never getting a Chaos Shrine like that again.
Yeah, I absolutely understand that one. And you even had Lich just play in your favor. You didn't see Flare from Lich on the refight at all, which was extremely nice.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, I think Tiamat, both Tiamat's fights proved more problematic than Lich 2 did.
Yeah, with her using Thunderbolt on you twice, that was a little nasty of her.
But it was just super tense with Chaos. I was just like counting down. Every time he used a spell, I was like, no, please just punch someone. Just do something fast.
Yeah, you were extremely close to that sub 130, which is definitely a great mark to have. But one that I think you'll get relatively quickly throughout this tournament.
Yeah, like my last race was bad, and then like my other two races so far have been just honestly pretty unbelievable for me. One of them was 30 seconds behind my PB, and then this one was like a PB by 7 seconds. And I came into the tournament basically wanting to not embarrass myself, and I think I've done that much.
Yeah, and one thing I will say is both of your races that I've called, you've played extremely well in, so...
I wasn't happy with my menuing today. That's like the one thing in both races. Some of my equipment menus were a little bit off, but I mean, that's such a minor thing compared to everything that did go right, so I'm not going to complain too much.
Yeah, 2 inputs on the same frame. Not as easy as some might think. Oh no, Couch got ambushed by Doubles Dragons.
Oh no. God, I didn't see any white dragons. That's a first.
I noticed that. I was a little shocked that you didn't see white dragons at all.
I got 2 in my first 2 fights in the earlier race, and then in this one I just got none, and I was like, alright, I'm not gonna complain, I'll take it, I'll just...
It was definitely a sight to behold.
Oh,
How do you feel going into the rest of the group stage?
I mean, that puts me at 2-1 so far, and it's hard to say because our group has one person who's not played any matches yet, so I don't know how they'll kind of shake things up. But right now, I'm pretty happy with how it's going. I'm pretty happy with like, even if I don't get into like the top 3, which I think is basically the benchmark to get through, my times are looking really nice now. I'm really, really happy with where the average times are, so that at least puts me in a pretty good position.
I can absolutely understand that. Any final thoughts about both of the races that you've had?
Just like I said earlier, I feel like it kind of sums up each extreme with this game. It's like sometimes you get fight after fight, all the unrunnables, and like I tilt pretty badly when things go wrong. So earlier I started making loads of stupid mistakes. Like I fought Marilith 2 twice in the earlier race. This was definitely the recovery of that. Like, as soon as this race started going well, all of that was in the past, like, move on, different game. And, I mean, it's just each extreme. It's absolutely, like, everyone in the community jokes about the way this game is and how harsh it can be, and it can. And I think the race I did earlier showed that, but it can also be really good and really satisfying when you do get a good run like this.
I can absolutely understand that, and I mean, salty run back, true RNG swings, that's this game for you.
Oh, jeez. Gotta catch my breath now.
Hey, you did it though. You got the win. You got a PB. You got an SRL PB as well, a very nice one at that. And now you can go relax for a bit.
Yeah, relax and probably catch the race after this one as well. So
absolutely. So GG's again, Yoshi, and congrats on the win.
Yeah, thank you. Catch you later.
Take it easy, man. All right. So we got Couch running around Kraken's floor doing all the stuff, getting all the unrunnables, unfortunately. Got Firaga'd by Carry. Didn't see if Lich used Flare. But all is looking well for Couch. Should be able to finish off this run quite strong. Be able to finish in under an hour and 45 minutes. And Gillies overcame the curse. So, 250 HP. Definitely a good spot to be in. Couch having to take a lot of unrunnable encounters, which is definitely an unfortunate circumstance, but definitely not the worst circumstance that can be had. He did not give up. He kept going. And he has taken down Kraken 2. And immediately gets greeted by unrunnable water elementals. This game, am I right? So, definitely give both of these runners a follow. Because they're both great runners. Couch just persevering through all of this. Yoshi displaying an extremely good run overall. Oh no. Mind Flayers getting their death touch through. Give the Speed Gaming family a follow. Definitely be sure to keep your eye out for all of these matches because we're not going to be done with this for quite a while. We've got a lot more races to do, and we're only in the group stages right now. Couch getting the Dragon Lord, Vampire Zombie. Wow, Vampire Lord Dragon Zombie. I totally had a dyslexia moment there, encounter, that'll net some good EXP. And now, Tiamat 2. Let's see if she uses Thunderbolt or if she plays ball. Nope, she's using Thunderbolt. And that Black Wizard sitting at 279 HP. Holy gamoly. That Black Mage is sitting way up there on HP. Yeah, Vampire Zombie Dragon Lord, the Dragon Quest crossover we need. Actually, a Vampire Zombie would be kind of interesting, now that I think about it. But Couch makes it through Tiamat 2. And is now on his way to fight Chaos. So he's going to ether up the White Mage as well as the Black Mage, sitting at some pretty good levels overall. And is now ready to pull Chaos. So Couch goes into Chaos. Is going to go tonicless. Forgot to equip the Sage's Staff. Fortunately, he can do this in battle. Oh wait, he can't do it in battle. Scratch what I said. But he's got enough HP on the Black Mage to where... Ooh. The knight just went down. Couch is going for it. Oh yeah, I forgot there is the extra equip menu. Tsunami coming out from Chaos. This will deal a little bit of damage. And that Blizzaga is going to take out both the Black Mage and the Ninja. And Couch is just going to allow this Chaos fight to reset. So Chaos is just going to end it with a Cyclone. And this time, Couch actually has the Sage's Staff equipped, which is going to allow him to make it through Chaos this time. So, Chaos, take two. Much better. Both the Knight and the Ninja getting attacks off first before the Black Mage can get haste off. But now that Ninja is hitting for 14-12. Slow-ra right onto the Knight, but that's counteracted with haste. So Couch definitely gets a break on that end. The Chaos battle track is so nice. 1900 from the Ninja. Definitely a good hit. Unfortunately, with Slow-ra and Haste both being active, it just negates the Haste itself. Yes, Slow landed before the Haste did. 2009 coming from the Ninja. So, unfortunately, double Haste would have to be used on the Knight. But that Knight still getting some great damage out, even with the one haste being used. 6 hits for over $1,000. Definitely nice to see. 8 hits from the Black Wizard for $1,324. Low end crit from the Ninja. Sandaga coming out from Chaos. A swing for 878 from the Black Wizard. This Ninja shot should do it. 2330. Chaos goes down. Couch finishes with an official SRL time of 149.46. Get your GGs out for Couch. So I'm checking to see if Couch is up for an interview. Because I might have him here in the booth. Oh, poor Scythe. I am joined by Couch23. GG's, Couch.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry I passed my bad RNG to you.
Nah, it wasn't you. So at the beginning of the race, I'd been playing Final Fantasy VII all day, and I have my confirm button mapped to A on that controller. So I accidentally backed out of everything on this one.
Because you have your confirm set to B on this one, don't you?
Yeah. So at the beginning, I backed out of everything, and then once I got turned to stone, like I just didn't know what to do after that.
Did you buy 11 gold needles while you were in Elfland?
For some reason, I can only buy 2, and I don't know why. Like when it comes to money.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one either.
So either way, I'll learn from this one. Maybe I'll dupe another knight armor at the beginning.
Well, if you do 51, 41, 11, and 11 in Provoca, you tend to have enough to buy 11 gold needles.
I'd have to go back over what the notes say, because I'm still reading everything off the notes, pretty much.
If I remember right, the notes say 21 and 21.
Yeah, I think so.
So, if you drop it by 10, you'll have enough. Also, I hear chatter in the background. She totally wants in on this interview. I mean, other than that, though, just all the unrunnables you were getting definitely weren't being kind at all. Your Lefane walk was just...
Yeah, I was worried when I saw that sandworm come up.
Yeah, when you saw the sandworm come up, I stopped. I stopped entirely, and I was like, oh no. And then I saw Earthquake go out, and I went, oh no.
It happens.
Though the first set of cockatrices, and then the second set coming up right after that, I was like, no, not like this. No.
Yeah, that's why I saved after the second one.
Which is definitely a great idea. I mean, other than having everything go, how do you feel going into the rest of the tournament?
I mean, I feel alright. Today was weird. It was just weird from the get-go, so tomorrow should be better.
I can understand that. Any final thoughts before I hand this back over to the Speed Gaming staff themselves?
I just want to say thank you to Speed Gaming and thank you to the community for being so awesome.
Yes, thank you very much to Speed Gaming for allowing us to have this tournament on their family of networks. I'd like to give a shout out to both of these runners, YoshiKyon and Couch23. Give them both a follow. Great runners. Couch, great runner of multiple games. Definitely give the Speed Gaming family of networks a follow. And definitely feel free to join the Final Fantasy 1 and 2 Discord. We have the schedule there. We have all the standings. If you want to learn to run the game, a lot of us are willing to teach you. We even have pickup races every now and then that you'd be able to join. But with that, I do believe I'm going to hand it back off to the Speed Gaming staff. We should have another race coming up here very shortly on this same channel. Though, to tell you the truth, I cannot remember who is racing. I'm double checking right now. It looks like it's Kibetha and Holy Smith. And you guys will have Forsyth on commentary for that one. So definitely stay tuned for that race. It's going to be a really good race. But until next time, I am SonnyWrath11. This was the Final Fantasy Total Chaos 4 match of YoshiKyon and Couch 23. Thank you all for watching, and take it easy.